welcome to the Citizen Channel. We're all staying safe and well, and we look forward to the game against Swindon Town in the FA Cup. Yeah, third round of the FA Cup. So this is the odd show where we have a look at any value. Please, I don't condone gambling, and when the funds stop and be gamble away. Yeah, this is just for, I do a couple of bets on here for charity, and that's the only bets I do. But obviously, whatever you're doing, if you like a little flutter, please let me know what you fancy this time. So I'm going to have a look at some value, see if we can get any value. There's some interesting value on this one, actually. A bit of a, obviously, even though obviously you think it might be a one-sided game, you can get bits and pieces of value on this. So that's great. So we'll have a look at that today. And the charity bets, which I just mentioned, yeah, another win against Arsenal. We had both teams to score, so that's more money in the pot. And obviously, at the end of the season, the money goes to a nominated charity. And any losses we make, I just take the loss. I just take the hit. And so anything we win goes in the bank. Anything we lose just goes against me. So that's tries to sharpen me up. Doesn't always work, but sharpens me up. Please, I've now monetized the channel as well. So if you can sort of watch any of the ads or obviously follow any of the links, that sort of helps out. That helps out my little side of things there. I won't ever charge for membership or anything like that, which apparently you can do now, but I'm not interested in that. This is always free for you guys, so any help you can to help the channel by watching the ads and following the links if they're of interest, that'd be great. But otherwise, just press that little skip video button. That'd be brilliant. Right, so there'll always be a City lead, of course, in this. I don't know too much about players, etc., with these guys, but when you look at the bookies odds on first goal scorers and last goal scorers, etc., there's not many of their players coming into it, to be honest with you. So there you go. Let's have a look at what we've got. Right, let's check out some value. All these prices are at the 5th of January 2022 at 1 p.m. Yeah, general odds, to win the FA Cup. City are 7-2 favourites. Next to Liverpool at 15-2, and Swindon. If you want to risk a 50p on Swindon and lose 50p there, you can get 3,000 to 1 at Bet Victor to win the FA Cup. Not this game, not quite as long as that to win the game, but perhaps should be, shouldn't it? Let's be honest about it. Give someone a chance. Match odds: City are 1-12 on. Not a lot of value there. The draw is 11-1, and for Swindon to win this game, it's 28-1. So there you go. It's always worth an odd 50p, isn't it? The starting 11, yeah. I mean, obviously, I've been looking at the Manchester Evening News, and I've done my little preview and put up the team. And they're saying up to 8 youngsters could start this. I can't see it, to be honest with you. I can't see Pep playing 8 youngsters. Some players need a few minutes in the legs, and so if he doesn't play some of his first teamers, they'll have like a 12, 13-day break before we play Chelsea. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's nice to get rest, but surely he could put a good team out to start this and bring players off and bring some of the youngsters on later on if need be. And then obviously the first teamers are still getting a good week's break, aren't they, before the Chelsea game? So I can't see that many youngsters starting. I think Stefan and Palmer are probably, obviously Stefan's going to play, we know that, don't we, surely? And Palmer, I think Palmer's a shoo-in for this, but possibility of McAtee? Possible. Foden and Zinchenko are supposedly out through COVID. We're not too sure about Stones at the moment. He's still a bit of a mystery. So I've ignored that as well. And I've took a chance with another lad with this lineup as well. I've took a chance with Wilson Esbrand. If you remember that game against Wycombe Wanderers, he played the back four from the EDS in that, and they did very, very well. But I just can't see him risking too many young players in this. So I'm going to go for my team: Stefan, Cancelo, Aki, Diaz, Wilson Esbrand, Ferner. He could put Lavian in there, couldn't he? But I'll go Ferner, Gundogan, Palmer, Sterling, Jesus, and Grealish. You say some of them like Sterling, Jesus, and Grealish need minutes. I think certainly Jesus and Grealish need minutes in the legs. Gundogan too, Fernandinho too as well. So Aki probably. I mean, Diaz you could swap with Laporte, couldn't you, if need be? And perhaps Cancelo. But as I say, you start bringing some of the other youngsters in then if you don't have him. So anyway, that's my team that I base these little odd show on. First goal scorer, you can get Jesus at 4-1 with Boyles, Sterling, KDB, Gundogan 9-2, Grealish, McAtee 11-2 generally, Palmer 13-2. That's a good one. If you fancy Aki, he's 22-1. And to be honest, when it comes to the anytime goal scorer, he's the only guy with any real value that could score from a set piece. You can get 11-2 at Bet365 on Aki, so that's not bad. That's okay. Both teams to score, yeah. And I'll tell you now, this is where my first charity bet's coming in. I mean, will we keep a clean sheet? If Pep does a Carabao Cup style Wickham defence, probably will concede. Obviously, when he played the EDS back four. And yes, Swindon were in the goals last week. They won 5-2 against the second in the league, so they did very, very well. So, yeah, I mean, the bookies are saying no 4-7, so they don't think Wickham will score, or both, you know. I'm sure they don't think it's going to be a 0-0. But yes, you can get 11-8, and that for me is very, very tempting. You get the best price 11-8 with 365. I don't bet through the bookies, I bet through the exchanges. So what I've done of my first charity bet, I've gone on Betfair and I've got 1.26 for yes for both teams to score. So hopefully it might be about 4-5-6-1 or something like that. But I have put both teams to score. So let's see. I think that's the tempting us in at that, aren't the odds against? So I think I'm going to go for that one. That's our first charity bet of the day. Correct scores, you can get 1-0, 12-1. All with Bet Victor these. 2-0 is 7, 3-0 is 6, 4-0 is 7, 5-0 is 19-2, 6-0 is 17-1. Generally, you can get a 3-1 at 12-1. And again, with Bet Victor, 4-1, 13-1, and 5-1, 19-1. And if you fancy a nice 6-1, we always like a nice 6-1, don't we? You can get 28-1 generally with that as well. So as I said, I'm not saying a correct score the other way around, guys. I'm not having a draw or the Swindon to win this, and not in a cat in hell's chance. To win to 0, yes, City are 8-13 generally. That's not bad. To win to 0, that's tempting. Half time, full time, you can't see anything surely past City, can you? But that's 4-11 on. So if you don't mind betting odds on, it's not a total disaster, you know, but can't see that. A draw at half time and City wins 4-1, a bit more tempting, but as I say, I can't see past the City, can you, on this one? Total goals, yeah, that's an interesting one as well. I thought it'd be a bit worse than this. Over 3.5 goals, so that, you know, that's combined score, so Swindon can score as well. That's 4-6 on, so that's generally available over 3.5. If you do push it to over 4.5, which again, very doable, is 13-8. Very tempting again, but my charity bet, yeah, I do like that 4-6. So I had a quick look on the betting exchanges, and I got 0.63. So I got over 3.5 goals in the game. Could be anyone scoring them. Could be 4-0 to Swindon. You never know. I've got 0.63 at Smarket, so that's my second and final charity bet. So I want over 3.5 goals to do that. Some other things I had a quick look at and were interested in me. The winning margin, of course, 4 or more is 17-10. That's got to be of interest. To win my 3 goals is 10-3. To win my 2 goals is 7-2 with Bet365. And just to win my 1 goal is 5-1. To win both halves, this is an interesting one. City of 4-6. That's not bad to win both halves. First goal's an interesting one as well. A Dutch of the first 2 will make you a nice little profit, though, because let's face it, City do like a quick goal. If for the first goal to be between 0 and 10 minutes, it's 11-5. Good price. Between 11 and 20 minutes, that's 3-1. So you could Dutch those 2 and still make a profit if you fancy just to try and make a few quid. And then 21 to 30 minutes is 9-2, etc., etc. But as I say, I think Dutching that 0-10 and 11-20, it looks a bit it's tempting. I haven't done it. Obviously, they don't offer that on the exchanges, but you can get it with most of the bookmakers, so that's interesting. And finally, the last thing I looked at was corners. Yeah, I mean, against these so-called lesser teams, if you like, City do get the ball up into the box a lot quicker. There's a lot of diving about. Obviously, there's a lot of keenness, of course, from these lower division teams. So I would fancy the corners at over 10.5 this time. I mean, with Arsenal, I think we said under 10.5, and it was exactly 10 corners, so we did okay on that. But over 10.5, you can get 5-6. I think that's probably more likely. Under 10.5 is also 5-6. So it's really which of those 2 you think will happen. But there you go, guys. So that's my little thoughts. Let me know what you're going to have a little flutter on. Just to remind you of the charity bet, so keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. Obviously, we've got the both teams to score, yes, at 1.26. So yeah, as I said, hopefully a 4-5-6-1 or something, but both teams to score in City's favour, I must say. And of course, the second charity bet is total goals over 3.5. So total goals in the game over 3.5 at 0.63. So let me know what you're doing, guys. Thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up. That'd be brilliant if you can do that, and press that notification button. And even if you tell me after the event, you know, you've had a little flutter on what you've won on, please do. And of course, as I said, if you are having trouble, there's organisations out there. If you are finding it a little bit difficult to ease off the betting and you're betting far too much, you know, there are organisations out there. They'll just drop me a DM or just leave me a comment or whatever, and I can point you in the right direction for that. As I said, and don't condone gambling. This is just for a bit of fun, a bit of interest, and hopefully some money for charity, which is doing okay at the moment. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the day. Have a great one. Catch yourselves, catch your friends, catch your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other till we meet here again on the Cities channel. I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.